Yo guys, check this right back another 500 we did last one that up well. If you guys want to check it, go check it out. But anyways, no chit-chatting.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus?
No.
One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Ugh, I never drink.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Yeah, it was not easy whatsoever.
He is the big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, The Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Crack the crystal too? You're joking.
Not that way.
I went up to give some breeze to the crossbow.
It hasn't been
Editors started reading books that don't have any.
Here we go. This is a new place that got built.
Don't come up with something soon.
Alright, Mid.
All right, Clive. What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air.
Okay.
And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's trying stuff on the internet.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will ya?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Alright. Sorry, I've been looking stuff on the internet. I'm sorry I'm getting distracted right now. Gav, you're with me.
Gav, you're with me.
I trust him.
All right then. So,
No, I trust Otto.
where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Alamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Having necessary materials. Oh my. Yeah, get some, get some. Gather the necessary materials. Sorry.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Maybe it's in the hut I saw. Maybe. Ah.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Gather Stardust.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Alright, Gav.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Here's 5 Stardust.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Horrible.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there
Agreed.
still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Let's go, Toggle.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You're beat sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Holy shit, that was a lot of XP. I didn't even need to find anybody. I should probably take a quest more often.
We'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Time. Yes. Time. This is not good.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air, Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
My God. This is... locked it in. What are you doing?
It's over.
Too easy. Also, I was wondering how we're gonna increase the house.
Finished.
there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home?
What is it? Oh, great. No one, not these guys again.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Nice try.
Great. Should use the Phoenix power.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Hang on. Excuse me, everyone. I need to do something real quick. Here we are. That's what I...
Farewell.
Gotcha.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way. Bet you're all ready.
Back home.
EXP.
Sorry. Ah. No. Not.
Sting Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Sure.
Right away.
Hang on, people. I mean, gonna need to take a small break, though. So, you're probably wondering, I'm in a different location. So, after I stopped the previous recording, well, long story short, this is what I had to explain. Basically, I went off screen and I did a lot of grinding and resulted, I managed to upgrade this, these two, and pretty much that's it. I'm pretty much maxed, got a lot of OP. It took me a while, but it was worth it in the end. Anyway, so need to upgrade all these as well. So I'll focus on everything else. So I'm gonna focus on upgrading these. Maybe do a little bit more grinding as well. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Right now I'm gonna focus back on the story. Sorry about that. Also a little bit of sore throat.
Thanks to Sid.
What? What? It's in my room! Sorry, my brother was calling me. What's up?
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Hopefully it's for me this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next?
She seems bright.
What are these notes around
Seems
the
bright.
edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean? That's what I said.
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking me to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Oh wait, no wait. Jill, let's go.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
Do it back
I
again.
have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Back together again.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible.
That's
I would have
true.
thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects, so much so, in fact, now, of course.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
Did Jill's voice change or was it just me?
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
I set the game mode to story focused. That's better. Action focused. Hopefully this will be a perfect opportunity for me to test out my new abilities.
Now, where's Jill?
List. Perfect glass. Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
There she is.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started.
No.
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
Right.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Oh yeah. Hang on, everyone. Need to do something real quick.
You'll not find a bruised bit. Fresh cuts. Come and get them before they go.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to
In the
your
meantime-
liking. I trust it's all here.
Yeah, well, actually, while I'm here, we need to go back to the blacksmith to reinforce my armor
Whatever wants anymore.
and sword.
Great. How am I supposed to make a living?
What do you want?
Need this. Need this.
Go on.
Need
Take
this.
it.
Thank you, everyone.
Good riddance.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
That's fast and easy. Feel like it's too easy.
Did you find everything?
Yeah.
I did. Here.
What about you?
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Sure. It's gotta turn into a romantic moment.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
It's grown up a
Was
lot.
there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of.
What do you mean?
Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
Oh, come on, you two, make a move.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive.
Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
Of course not.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done.
Don't say
We
that,
can live on our own
Clark.
terms.
Because every time someone says that, something bad happens. That usually ends up with something like this. Or when someone says something like this, it usually ends up with one of them ended being dead or stranded. Because that's usually what happens most times.
Thank you, Clive.
Not one there. You guys know what I mean. Well, quit staring at each other's eyes. Kiss already. Ah, you guys are cowards.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
And if you guys want to know where I grinded, this is the place where I grinded, because there were some slots for me to easily respawn in and out. It's pretty easy. Enough for me to chime in. Let's go.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
In the meantime, however,
Back, are ya? Sanfordnian, dear. And?
Hang on, let me see if I can get a new weapon first.
Is it business or pleasure? Coin purse weighing you down?
Why? Huh. This will do.
It'd better all be here.
Shut. My God.
Is that all?
What a piece.
What do you need?
Yeah.
So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right?
I'm confused. Okay, 325 attack and 217 defense. Pretty good.
Anything else?
Great.
Thanks to Sid, the man
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Oberst.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Good.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It was Jill.
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
Seriously, bro, something really bad's gonna happen. That's
I
gonna
was
like
enjoying playing the man of action for once.
with either Clive or Jill dead or stranded.
When both
It
shielding
always
and
happens like
wounding are
this.
ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Nice. A lot of XP.
Well...
Did they change up something? I don't know. Mechanics. It's gonna take a while to get this done, but I know. Yeah, I get this something done. Yeah, I need to get a lot more XP to upgrade all of it, but it's good. It's good. If you're missing.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Mid hasn't been...
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Right. Mid, I got some news.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, let's start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not Thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
Sometime later. I don't see anything. Is that it? Doesn't look that much.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive. Black, that's one down and just 3 more to go.
3 more.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a...
You don't mean...
Ah, shit.
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Ah, never mind.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow.
Fun enough, we have to do all over again. Thank fuck we don't. No offense, but this was a bit boring. Not in.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst...
Yeah, skip cutscenes. Sorry.
That's what she was, but now she's so close. I don't want her to be... I want... in a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on, and I'll do everything.
All right. As soon as sod up...
Are you
something... You,
I was.
Right. There's just one...
All right.
Aye, aye, Cap...
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really?
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing.
What do you mean?
She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
Oh, you in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to become a different friend of mine. I don't believe it was to my opinion this way. Huh. Looks like he wants Gav.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun, just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway.
The older one.
I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharp. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven.
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too.
Good.
She's got some things to take care of.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Yeah.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
They can heal them.
Life has a beginning.
Honestly, if Joshua helped with Sid, then Sid would still be alive. But we're not blaming him.
So we must
got
live
stuff
while
like
we have
that,
the
but
chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Hey. What are you two doing here? I know Jill's here, but...
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
You don't think the final crystal will damage Joshua even more?
It's the capital of the
Because I feel like every time you destroy crystal, the more ultimate gets out, you know what I mean? I don't know.
These days, I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place.
I mean, given what happened to the average crystals, previous crystals,
stop, yeah.
getting to the last one, it's not going to be easy.
But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
Good plan.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
That's a good idea.
You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
He seems overjoyed.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders past and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen.
Ready?
Glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Alright then.
Off, me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Sit. Is it? The final crystal. Then what happens next? Let's roll.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Torgal's a good boy. I'm the best. Now then.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars.
Was it
Till the
now?
Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Let's hope they're allies, you know. Wait, hang on. Also, I forgot to mention, I also got this. This is the same guy that Clive had when he was younger. Jill, wanna get up? Wait, oh, she got her own. Never mind. Thought we were gonna share it, but oh well. Doesn't matter. Wait. Let's test this new ability out of defeat. The Flames of Reaper. I upgraded it to the maximum. Let's see how they are. Ignore them.
So what do you think?
Great.
They have a hideaway of their own.
Let's try this one out. And this one. Also, got the 4 boss in next one as well. Playing to rebirth once again. The depths of hell! I love that. Done. These abilities will come in handy later on. Well, expect more XP.
We've done the Republic a service.
Come on, Bertha.
Good girl.
Yeah.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least.
Hopefully.
The path continues on the other side.
No.
Don't get surrounded. Thanks, girl.
Flawless, but at least we won.
The final sin. That's one massive ocean. And one massive waterfall.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined.
Yeah.
I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominants and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned.
Things
Whenever I
changed.
got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Before lost overtook
Just
him.
look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
The last crystals
We'll have
around
to keep our
here.
wits about us.
What is it?
Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Meanwhile,
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreq.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
You are not a god.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreq.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths.
It was you, wasn't it, who started all this?
Of rulers. And of the divine.
You bitch.
You You trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreq, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
This is unbelievable.
Bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me. This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
You got a lot to answer for what you have done.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
I'm sure it's a good idea to destroy all the crystals. I mean, I know what the ether does, but still.
I can walk from here.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right.
Where is he?
He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
This is like the Great Depression, you know? What's wrong?
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Oh, there you are. That was easy.
Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Tell what?
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone.
What happened to it?
We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Look, let's calm down.
Do you remember when you last
We can find
saw
it.
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and...
A what?
Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
You've been
Wouldn't
pickpocketed.
surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So,
Makes sense.
to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
Can Torgal find him?
I know where. I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
Thanks.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
I need to increase my power. What am I saying?
Out of my sight,
Run! I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry if I acted weird. What's this? There we are.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad?
We need your help.
I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
Yeah.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I
True.
suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners. And yet, none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us?
Sure.
You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goods?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
Yeah, of course we don't.
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
We'll take the first option.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
What is it? Ooh.
The proprietor of the... I suggest that...
The furniture makers.
Oh, so it's alright. Didn't mean to do that. No quest. Brilliant. This better be in there. Stupid bitch. You think you're the one stupid? That doesn't make any sense.
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road. The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Show them your trader's path.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
Sorry.
You were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And not that they'd be likely to catch them.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children in...
Thank you.
Keep in mind, they're just kids, okay? They don't know any better, so... We just go... Once we find...
You
Just
won't
talk
find
to them
anything of
relax,
this
okay?
quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked!
She's asked me to help her.
Is that so? For one, this isn't a family operation. Street urchins, by the sound of it.
Gotcha.
Get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond.
The shame of it.
They don't have it. Looks like,
Whoever's
sounds like they
behind
don't
this
have a
will to
choice.
made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones...
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders from the
Get us through!
Finest we're from the free cities, all but unbreakable.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me.
Oh, really?
What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Show them your trader's pass.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I
I don't have any money.
Oh no, we're not here for any
It's
money.
all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've
You-
heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it really, but my friend Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
Do you know where we can find him?
To find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thanks.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Come on, come on!
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
This feels like a lot of poor people making efforts. You know? I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
These poor kids. Max is dead. He's dying. Here we are.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings.
Gotcha.
He wouldn't have noticed if we robbed his boots off him.
Hey kids, we need to talk.
Hadn't handed over the pass though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
Don't run.
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
Oh.
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
Don't let them out of your sight.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Do it again. We promise.
It's not like I pity these kids though. No, they didn't have much of a choice to do so. There you are. Wait. Oh, never mind.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Hey kid. Look,
Cornered.
look, I don't want any trouble here. I just want to know where you get the. I just want to know where the pass is.
I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free.
I had
Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
Easy, Goots.
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones.
The Carstones?
Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
What is it, Torgal? Great, we got trouble.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, what?
Wait, we're not...
Easy!
Don't hurt him.
We're not making children do this, okay?
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
She was your sister.
Your sister?
That was unexpected. But now I'm welcome.
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just a back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
It's fine.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hans is a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Let's do this then. To catch a thief. Let's find this guy. Oh wait.
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your traders pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
Let's say they won't do it again.
All right then. Honza, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leitney's Cleft.
Thanks.
To Leitney's Cleft, then.
Let's roll.
Leitney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
No, you better not have scared any of my birds.
That's that then.
Daddy!
There are no crystals here.
Not here. Come on.
Joe? Zephyros joining us. Cool. Right on. Let's copy it up ahead. Get down. What? Time for battle.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
Are you doing the... There you are. Hey, dickwad, we got some business for you.
We got company. That's the luck.
Fewer now.
No.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. And Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It'll be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Scum. The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
Let's put an end to their operations.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Hey, dickheads! Your black market scheme ends now.
That guard from Bockland. Kill him! Kill them all!
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Bingo.
The name's been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Sorry, everyone. I was looking at I got distracted. I was looking at something else, I mean.
Back to the stables, girl.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That's that then.
We should probably return all these trading parts back to the people. We should return these trading parts back to people who got stolen from. Keep it on.
Scooping up all the best customers.
Woo!
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all, and their demand. I only. Speaking of whom,
You are too.
I'm skipping this. Mostly because I want to focus on the story, you know. I'm bored. I mean, not that I want to, but I feel like it.
I've asked our boys
because we've been doing too many side missions, side quests, but not the main missions, you know. Something to do with the story.
don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we and who better to join forces, wouldn't you agree?
I would. It seems our purpose. So what would you say to work?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is out.
Here, Clive.
What is it?
Elle has friends in high places, while I have associates in,
Thanks.
Well, all that Ragoots' past should secure you a...
We'll try the carrot.
Finally.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without a crystal.
What I really want...
Here you are, Goots.
Me pass?
I'll have to...
Come on.
So should you. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore.
We do. And we already have. Mizelle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables.
Ooh.
It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we... And Goots. You said you're well, I'm gonna...
At least they got jobs. At least they got jobs now, and they got suitable money. So that's 2 problems solved. Now then, we can finally move on to destroying the final crystal.
We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
Don't be nervous.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreq. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the Fiend works from the shadows.
Does you know? Do you know that the Fiend's your own mother?
When first you told me of this Fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother.
I thought you, Joshua. I thought you sealed him away.
That is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Okay.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
What's happening now?
What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in Gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies.
Should you remain
She is a
loyal
complete
to
gold
Emperor
digger.
Olivier,
She just wants power
his
over
radiance may
herself,
yet
this
crown your head
bitch.
with laurel.
I hardly know she even actually cares about her sons.
Ah.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash. Till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
That woman's make my blood boil. If it weren't for her, then Joshua and Clive would never got separated. Their father would never died.
There is another darkness.
And what had happened at Phoenix Gates would never would have happened if it weren't for her.
It has taken hold of Sanbreq. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix.
So you know it's
this is
your
a
mother.
matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Seriously, when are Clive and Joshua gonna reunite? Those two need it.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
What are you gonna do?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Is there something special going on between these two? Because I can feel vibes from that. I feel a lot of vibes. Also, what are you gonna do, Dion?
This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Well, Annabelle, yes, I'm with that, but the kid... that's... no. He hasn't done anything wrong, so... no. That crystal is just massive. Even huger than the first one. Torgal. John, Clive and staying somewhere? Yeah, they are.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
When they're afraid, they turn to drink to forget their fears.
Drinking.
Anything you want to forget?
A crutch.
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that.
Oh.
We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
Toggle, what's up?
What is it, boy?
What's happening? Whoa! What's going on? An attack? Wait, wasn't that medicine girl who tried to help Joshua before?
What's happening?
I don't know.
Something bad's happening. Let's go down. Come on, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
This way.
Fire in the sky.
The city's on fire.
Unfortunately, guys, that's Kara here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next Final Fantasy video. Peace out, everyone.